You knew better. That's the part that gets you. Not that you made a bad decision, but that you knew before you made it that it was the wrong choice. You could see it clearly. You had all the information. You understood the consequences, and you did it anyway. And now you're sitting here wondering, what is wrong with me? Why do I keep doing this? Why, when it matters most, does my brain seem to work the least? Nothing is wrong with you, but something is happening to your brain that almost nobody tells you about. Let's go back to the moment. The argument that escalated further than it needed to. The message you sent that you immediately regretted. The decision you made at the end of a terrible day that you would never have made on a good one. The food, the purchase, the response, the silence when you should have spoken. All of them made under one condition: stress. And here is what is actually happening inside your brain when stress arrives. Your body receives a signal: threat, danger, problem, and it responds the way it was always designed to. It floods your system with cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rate goes up, your muscles tighten, your senses sharpen, and your brain shifts. Here's the shift that changes everything. Under normal conditions, the front part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, is running the show. This is your rational brain, your planning brain, the part that thinks before speaking, that considers consequences, that knows what future you will think about what present you is about to do. This is the brain that says, wait, think, is this actually a good idea? Under stress, this brain goes quiet, not offline completely, but significantly quieter, and a different part of your brain, the amygdala, takes over. The amygdala is your ancient survival brain. It doesn't plan. It doesn't consider consequences. It doesn't care what future you will think. It does one thing only: react. Fast, immediate, now. Under stress, you are no longer being run by the brain that knows better. You are being run by the brain that only knows survive. In the ancient world, was perfect. When a predator was chasing you, you didn't need to think. You needed to react instantly. The brain that stopped to plan got eaten. The brain that reacted first survived. And so we inherited the reactive brain, the one that takes over in a crisis, the one that is magnificently designed for physical danger and magnificently unsuited for an argument with the person you love, or a difficult email, or a financial decision at the end of a bad week. Your brain cannot tell the difference between a predator and a passive-aggressive colleague, between a lion and a looming deadline, between physical danger and the kind of danger that requires exactly the calm and clear thinking that stress just switched off. Now here's what research shows about stress and decisions. When people are stressed, they become dramatically more impulsive, more likely to choose the immediate option over the better long-term one, more likely to focus on potential gains and ignore potential losses, more likely to misread neutral faces as threatening, more likely to remember the negative and forget the positive. And here is the most extraordinary finding. Even low-level chronic stress, the kind you don't even notice anymore, the kind that just feels like Tuesday, consistently impairs the prefrontal cortex, the decision-making brain. It's not just acute stress that does this. It's the quiet background stress that has been sitting in your chest for months, slowly turning down the volume on the part of your brain that knows better. So what do? Because telling a stressed person to calm down is like telling a drowning person to swim better. Technically correct, completely useless. Here's what actually works. Physical movements, even brief, reduces cortisol. Slow, deliberate breathing activates the part of your nervous system that calms the amygdala. Naming what you're feeling, literally saying, "I am stressed," activates the prefrontal cortex slightly. Naming brings the rational brain back online, just a little, just enough. And delay. When you're stressed, the worst time to make any decision is right now. If you can make it tomorrow, make it tomorrow. If you can sleep before you send that message, sleep. Future you, with a quieter nervous system, will always make a better decision than present you in the storm. You knew better. You know better. And now you know why sometimes you can't access what you know, and that knowing changes everything. Share this with someone who always makes decisions they regret under pressure.